Greetings, my friends. Nope, nope, impromptu. I did not make an announcement. Hmm. I don't see that working. So, have a good word for you. Have a good word for you. First, I want to let you know that the only one that you have to convince of what it is that you want is you. You the only one that's gonna have to be convinced of what you want. You the only one that's gonna be convinced, have to be convinced that you can get what you want. Somebody left a comment and said, "What about something impossible? What about something impossible like I think they gave the example of like growing a limb or growing teeth. They were like, what about something impossible? I asked them to repeat that back to themselves. Something impossible. How the hell? Mike went dead. What up, champ? Yeah, I had a little bit more to say. Yeah, I thought I'd come over here and share with our YouTube friends. Yeah, after our Bible study tonight of casting in that again, right? So coming back to that example, like if it's what you're really doing is becoming more aware of your own thoughts. That's step one before you do anything else, right? Becoming more aware of what it is that you think, what it is that you accept. You don't know. I'm telling you, you don't know. You don't realize that I have a complete mindset. Like I have this internal library about everything. It has come from a lot of places. I know everybody wants to just blame their parents, and of course, it's common sense. That's where you've gotten most things. Not from the government. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. Not from just the schools or the churches. No, whatever you was given in your home, that was the biggest influence. So you have ideas about how you see yourself. You have ideas about what you think is possible. You have ideas about whether you can get what you want, whether money is easy, whether health is easy, whether reversing illness is easy. You have ideas about how the world works. People think the pursuit is about trying to eliminate the parts that you find to be ugly, the parts that you don't like. No, you got to become aware of it. The key is, what is it am I doing? What is it that I do and why do I do it? Before I try to slice it and dice it and make myself wrong and bad, what is it that I'm doing and why do I do it? This is shadow work. So the question is not for me to answer when you ask me whether or not something is possible. First of all, you can't ask me if something is impossible. You can ask me what I think about something impossible because I don't see things through the lens of impossibility. So I can't answer that for you. Even if I haven't personally done it, I'm just not going to look at it through the lens of impossible. Huh? Appreciate you. Um, so I can't answer that. Here's a real answer though. The asker. It's the asker who must answer the question. It's for you to answer. If you have the question, it's for you to answer. I don't know. Didn't come to me. Let's just say you want to reverse your eyesight. You're saying that I don't really feel like I should have to wear glasses. I don't feel like it's necessary. I feel like if people can if the liver can grow itself back, people regrow hair, people do let me see what else do we do. We're told every part of the body replenishes itself. Every part of the body. Some believe that every 7 years you get a new body, right? Just from things regenerating. So you may say, well, if that's the case, then I shouldn't have to be stuck wearing glasses. When that question comes to you, is it possible for me to reverse my need for glasses? That's for you to answer. It's not, you never have to ask me. I'm gonna tell you yes. I mean, is it possible? Yes. It doesn't matter what you say. Whatever somebody has told you that you can't do, I'm going to say yes. Even if you ask, growing a limb back, I'm going to say yes. Then the tendency is you want me to prove it to you. It's not my job to prove shit to you. It's not my job. It's for you to prove it to yourself because the idea came to you. That's the Father in you speaking. Father being all awareness. So it's on you to decide. That's who end up making shit shake on this planet. Hey, Tanisha. Tanisha, why you don't have no this a different account? Hey, Michael. Is this a different account, Tanisha? It won't let me click on your name. Okay, I don't know what that's about. You think so? Oh, okay, no, I see your badge now. Okay, I see it. It didn't show up for the thing. I was wondering why it took your badge away. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So you like it when people say things like, hey Penny, when you say things like, how do I get to know myself again? How do I get in tune with myself? How do I learn to trust myself? That's the first thing. Trust the questions that come up for you. You don't need to ask anybody. There's nothing wrong with dialogue. That's what makes this thing that we do wonderful. The conversations that we have. Hey, Sharon. What makes it wonderful is because we feed off one another. We bounce ideas. We expand through conversation and dialogue. That's beautiful. But to get in tune with yourself is that if that's something you're asking, how do I get in tune with myself? Right? How do I learn to trust myself? Trust the questions that come up for you. I didn't need nobody. When I made up my mind that I could reverse illness, when I told a doctor, right? I didn't know what was going on. I had some severe digestive shit going on. Right? My bowels weren't moving. I was bloated like I was about 6 months pregnant. They thought I had allergic to something or had some celiac um, allergies or whatever. They ran all these tests. And they said all the tests come back fine. Right? That's what they always say, right? Oh, hold on. Okay. Um, they said we're going to refer to you. Hey, Tyler, we're going to refer you to a gastrointestinal specialist, right? And I said, actually, you're not. Okay. Actually, this is where I'm going to hop off this ride. I didn't want to come in here anyway. I'm not going, I didn't want to come in here anyway. My love at the time wanted me to, and I wanted to give him a sense of comfort based on what I had going on. But I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm good on this. Why? Because the question came to me. What if there's more to this health shit than you realize? What if the body can heal itself? That's the question that came to me. It won't for nobody else to answer. I didn't need the doctor to validate that. I asked it to myself and I trust in myself. You have to learn to trust yourself. Huh? That, if you're wondering, when things come up, Why won't you trust the ideas and the thoughts that come across to you? You don't need anybody. If you never had a soul, it is cool. It is certainly cool when someone else relates to what it is that you're saying. Wonderful. But let's just say nobody did. What if if that's enough? You and so-called God is enough. You and your own awareness is enough. Can you answer a question nobody has answered? I don't know. I don't know. Throw it out there and let's see. Can you pray for me? I'm sorry, I can't tell you why, because it's too private and painful to me. Well, true prayer is an acknowledgement of what is. So, yes, I can pray for you, Tyler. An acknowledgement of what is. What is? You are all power. You are limitless. Okay? Nothing is standing in your way. There is nothing that can stop you. There's nothing that can harm you. You are the power. The same power that created you is the same power that dissolves any issues or problems that you think you have. You cannot fail. You cannot be unloved. You cannot go without. You are all that is. If you don't have anyone, you have everyone. Okay? These are the things that you know. You know the truth. The truth in me speaks to the truth in you. The light in me is the light in you. These are things you know. You know that you're well. You know you're fine. You know whatever the issue is, it is taken care of. No matter what it looks like, no matter how you feel, no matter what thoughts come up that feel contrary to that. The truth of you knows that it is done. Nothing on this planet can stop you. Everything that you see is a reflection of you. So you have nothing to fear. You came that you might have life and have it more abundant. That's why you came. Amen. Lil said, I never had a gastrointestinal doctor give a good diagnosis anytime I ever had problems. Yeah, I wasn't even going to play that game because I already knew. You can only tell me a few things. You're either going to tell me I need to take some drugs, which I'm not going to do because I know damn well drugs can't help whatever I got going on. You either going to want to tinker, meaning you want to cut something open and start examining shit. You ain't doing that either. Right? Or you're going to want to take something out. So you wanna what's the three? Let me see if I remember them. Peel, poison, or it's a third one. What was it? It was a little saying. It was you'll either you'll either poison me, cut me, or I can't remember the other one, but one or the other. Either you'll give me some medicine for this thing, you'll either try to cut me open or you take some of my organs. No. I said I got it from here, Doc. I figured it out. Hey, Samantha, my day was amazing. How about yours? It has to be amazing, no matter what I experience, because it's whatever I say it is. I'm the one choosing. I'm the one deciding everything. I give meaning to everything. So no matter how it went today, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what came up, who I ran into, what they did, what they didn't do. At the end of the day, it's just me. Yeah. It's just me and what I say. Everything is you in your mind. So tonight, for our Bible study in Inner Circle, we're talking about the story of Jesus and the disciples. I'm pretty sure if you're familiar, you've heard it before. You certainly probably heard some sermons about it if you've been in a church. Casting your net to the other side. Such a delicious story. It's such a delicious story. Yeah. It's money and treat. But you know what? That is true. It is more money in treating symptoms. But I'm going to be honest with you. I think a lot of it is they're giving you what they know. They're giving you what they've been taught. There are exceptions. There are some doctors who absolutely know it's just some bullshit. But I think if we could just shift it a bit, right? And say this is what they know to do. Like I know my training is to treat by way of medicine. So when you come in here and expect me to do something other than that, I don't I don't understand. So I get it. You know what I mean? Mastermind in the building. What's up, my friend? Elise, listen, we about to run it up. I'm gonna be live all weekend. I got shit to do. I got shit to talk about. And since I ain't got no friends and I have to talk to y'all, y'all have to be my friends. uh, uh, yeah, let's go. It's time. Why are all the bullshitters talking? Why do we sit and complain about people who are spewing out nonsense? And yet those of us who know better, those of us who have something better to say aren't saying it. I'm calling all of y'all to the carpet. There's something that needs to be said. Who gonna say it? If it comes to you, you know to say it. If it's in you to say, then why you waiting on somebody else to say it? Speak what's real and true for you. You ain't gotta bitch about all they're doing wrong. See, this is why I'm not interested in banging against the medical industry. I'm not interested in arguing, even though I'm about to start talking about some things with the ladies. Just about birth control and that whole all the issues that are happening. Um, let me see. I get it. I'm gonna talk about this book right here. This book was written in the 60s. The 60s. The evidence was there. It's been there. Huh? The case against the pills, they knew it was dangerous. They knew the effects. But women, so stupid, right? Such a thirst for an identity to feel free and powerful. That's what women say. Women say, I'm so powerful, I'm going to do all the degenerate shit that I can do to prove to you that I can do it. I'm going to talk about how horrible men are, and then I'm going to exhibit the same behavior to show you how free I am to do it. Really? Really? But again, this book was written in the 60s. This has been out there. This is not new. I got another one too. They written by doctors. This was, let me see the copyright date. 1969. Yeah, yeah. The evidence was there. We don't look for it. See, again, I'm not interested and I'm not going to stay in the world of talking about illness. I talk about wellness. I talk about well-being. I don't listen. How in the world can we say we know where attention goes, energy flows, and then you spend all your time talking about the problem? How is it supposed to work? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Hey, goddess. Goddess, you ain't got a badge? Give you a badge, my friend. Sharon said, reminds me of going to mental health counseling. We're going to talk about mental health too. My counselor said the goal was to learn how to cope, not heal. Well, interesting. Interesting. Learn. Oh, that's actually a great topic. That's actually what a lot of manifestors are doing. People who call themselves conscious manifestors, that's what they're doing. They're trying to learn how to cope with a reality that they don't like. They're trying to cope with thoughts that they don't like. Ask me how I know. Yeah. I think it's a time. Sometimes that's where you can arrive and you must arrive there, no problem. But why would you spend so much time trying to adapt yourself to a reality that you don't like when you could put your attention on the reality that you do like? You do that by telling a new story, friend. You tell a new freaking story. Okay, we're gonna come back to the topic. When you enlighten, you just get that glow. Facts, facts, facts. You can see it. That's why you ain't never got to worry. You ain't never got to worry. Listen, when you tapped in, turned on, that's what you're gonna run into. Tanisha's still here. She gave us a great example of this week in the inner circle, right? She said she had a limited belief that people paying it forward. It happened to other people, but not her. And today she went to pay for. She was gonna get some food, I think, went to pay for it, and they said it's already taken care of. The person in front of you took care of it. See, I need you to make just as much a big deal. I know people say you shouldn't make a big deal. Like if you really was living it, you wouldn't make a big deal. Why? Why would I make a big deal about it? When I walk outside, I could go outside right now and see a beautiful flower, and I'm making a big deal about that shit. Like, oh my God, what kind of flower is that? I'm pulling up my app, the little plant app. Tell me what type of flower is this? Where did it come from? My goodness, what is it a symbol of? I'm fascinated with it. So why wouldn't I make a big deal out of everything that brings me love, joy, and is a reminder that life is delicious? So I would use moments like that. Somebody pays it forward and pays my meal without me knowing it. And I'm going to say to myself, my life, my reality always takes care of me. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It always takes care of me. Woo! Thank you, friend. Thank you for my flower. I love it. A lot of energy in the air. Yes. Energy in the air. Love is in the air. Happiness is in the air. I don't care what nobody is talking about. It is now. I ain't waiting for shit. I've spent my whole life waiting. And I'm not blaming nobody for that because I thought that's what I needed to do. I did. I just thought. I was in the waiting room. You know what I mean? I was earning my keep. I just figured, y'all out there wanting to get stuff quick. I ain't got to get it quick. I'm going to earn my stripes. What I found though was that I never earned it. No matter how much effort I put in, I need a little bit more. A little bit more sacrificing, a little bit more sacrificing. And I'm here to tell you, friend, the only thing that you have to sacrifice is that state of mind. That's the only thing you got to sacrifice. That state of mind that you have to wait. What if you just put your attention on it now? Like, what if you just say when you go to sleep tonight, this is it. I'm living my life. I'm living my dream now. I'm going after it. I'm just going after. I'm just gonna be loved. I'm gonna choose love. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be open to love. I'm gonna be open to new possibilities. Every time I step outside the door, I'm gonna expect to run into amazing people. I'm gonna expect for the sun to shine. I'm just gonna expect that my body continues to get well. I'm gonna expect that I can just bend my knee like this and it don't even hurt. It don't even ache. Nope, nope, nope. I'm just gonna expect that my eyesight continues to get better, not worse. Yeah, my teeth get stronger, not weaker. My skin gets tighter, not looser. All the things. You can just do that. You can do things, friend. Why? Because you can think whatever you want to think. You can think whatever you want to think. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What up, Antonio? What's the title? It's backwards. Wait, why is it backwards? Am I mirrored? Oh, was that the book? Y'all didn't see the book? What? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that. I didn't know I was mirrored. The title of it is The Doctor's Case Against the Pill. That was the title of that book by Barbara Seaman. It says the new material assembled in this book brings the present evidence against the pill to alarming proportions as you understand how many, how crippling, and how unpredictable the pill's side effects are. We hope you will think whenever possible of how to protect yourself or daughter or friend. 1969. I didn't know that. I never knew that. I stayed on birth control for 15 years. Yeah, I was on it when I was 15. I didn't know that. See, we can only do what we know to do. Hey, Unique. You know what? That is interesting. Diamond said, just found your channel this week. Greetings, my friend. And I've been all about it. Glad to catch you live. Appreciate you. Welcome. I'm so mad I missed Bible study. I was in the bed taking a nap. It's all good. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna be quicker with it. I gotta get better with my upload times. Hey Sid. Yeah, we get in a day early. Yeah. Yeah, gardenias. Yeah, I love those. I love those. Dr. Money Magnet in the house. It was a big deal to you? It should have been. It should have been. Yeah. Sure said I almost broke my neck when I realized Rook was live. I thought it was Friday. No, not yet. We early. We early. Choose happiness? Yes. Dr. Money Magnet, thank you, my friend, for the super chat. It is now. It is now. I'm saying I can only give you what I got, friend. I can only give you what I got. And I think at certain points of time, I've given fear. I have. I've given how to do things a smart way, how to safeguard yourself, how to protect yourself. I don't have that anymore. So I can't give you that. What I give you is limitlessness, power. No matter what you are doing, saying, whatever, experiencing, I'm never going to see you pitiful. I don't care. I don't care. Elise said she was about to get in bed. Don't be letting me mess your bedtime up. Sharon said she clicked right out of what she was watching. The paperback is 116. Is it really? Wow. Yeah, I thought about I was gonna do some nigga shit. I'm gonna be honest. Cause it's a part of me that I get off on like just burning shit down. So I was gonna do I did I'm just gonna admit I was gonna do some nigga shit. So I got this storage where I got like most of my so I travel with I ain't gonna lie, I probably got 100 books that I travel with, right? The rest of them in storage, along with some few other things, right? And I just got so sick of the storage, and I just was gonna not pay the bill and like, hey, just y'all do whatever. I'm tired. I don't want to even think about it no more. I'm tired of even keeping up with it. That's ignorant, ain't it? That's ignorant. I said I thought about it. I didn't do it, but I thought about it. Y'all need to enjoy life. It's precious. It is. Well, I don't look at it as not much time to waste. There is no time to waste, right? Because it's all good. It's all right now, but I don't look at it. I don't look at life through a lens of life is short. So I don't. That doesn't motivate me or inspire me because death is not a motivating factor to me. So the whole life is short. Make sure if it moves you. This is my perspective. If that moves you, then let it move you. No problem. It just don't move me because I don't give a fuck. Like if tonight is it, if this is it tonight, I'm signing off. So be it. Like it's not gonna. Or if I knew I only have 30 days left, it's not gonna kick me into gear. I'm already kicked into gear. It's like love motivates me. Love inspires me. Living inspires me. Not dying. No. But I understand what you meant. Oh, they got the hardcover. Ooh, I think I'd rather have the hardcover. Look, Sid said you better find that PDF. Breezy, you in Florida? What part? I'm pretty sure I have. I might have the PDF somewhere. I think this is the first book. Look forward, ladies. I know I've been talking about it for a while, but look forward to women's group. Um, starting next week. I'm doing a separate YouTube channel for that. Just because of conversations, I need to separate them a little bit. But the first video I'll share with this, so you'll be able to see it. It's gonna pop up on both, on the new one and this one, so you'll be able to see it. Um, I know you don't remember me, but we met in rehab. Nigga, you ain't met me in no rehab because I ain't never been in rehab. Wrong person, champ. Nah, nah, you need me, but I appreciate it, but no, not me. No, that's gonna be a negative. Now, what would you in rehab for? Let's talk about it. What happened? Oh, okay. I see what type time you on. You bored. You're bored. It's okay. I know they said it's a lonely man pandemic out there. Was it epidemic out there? So I understand. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all good. See, we love all of it. Anyway, tonight we was talking about. Let me read it. Let me read a little bit of it. Our Bible study. It was a great lesson. It was John 21. Damn, did they even pull the scriptures up? Let me see. I won't read all of it. We did 1 through 14, but I'll read the first few. Basically, the storyline is Jesus and the disciples are out at the sea, right? By the water. The water is always representing your own mind, the sea representing your subconscious. But the disciples decide to go fishing without Jesus. They leave Jesus on the shore. This is you. This is you leaving your awareness. And you go dive into the physical world trying to fight. You're trying to fight causes. You're trying to make yourself make people hire you. You're trying to force your body to do things. Like this is you operating in life with blinders on. You're not aware that you are awareness. So you tinker in the physical world trying to make things change. So they go out fishing. And as they fish, they drop a net. They go out at night. So that's a key word, right? This is when I'm unaware. This is when I'm trying to do things. I'm trying to force through effort. I'm unaware that awareness, my awareness, whatever I'm aware of being, is the source of the reality that I experience. I'm not aware of that. Got blinders on. I'm out at night. Without Jesus, I've left my awareness of being. It's like church people who tithe religiously, week after week, month after month, year after year. Stay broke. I've seen it my whole life. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, stay broke. Stay struggling their whole life. Gave religiously, even when they ain't have it yet. That's what that is. Out to sea, trying to drop a net and coming up short. They're not aware that they're the source. They're not aware of being money. That money is them, right? They are aware that life is hard. Money is evil. Money don't grow on trees. The root of all evil, the love of money. This is what they claim. No. They actually they don't say that. They mess it up and they say money is the root of all evil. They don't say the love of money. They say money is the root of all evil. This is their identity. This is who they are. They are aware of being the person who views money as being a negative, as being something that separates you from the kingdom. Hold on. I'm gonna have to call you back.
Mama, where the hell are you at?
I'm on live. I'm gonna call you back. Anyway, so you can give and give and give and give because you're following rules. You think if you follow rules, right? Things that guilt you. Because a book or the church, the pastor misinterprets the book and tells you that you must follow this. So you follow it, but you come up short. Why? You've gone fishing without Jesus. So the disciples which represent the mental faculties or powers of mind. They go fishing. They drop the net, nothing is in it. Then they see Jesus on the shore, right? This representing you becoming aware. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't think I got to work this hard. I think I can get what I want. I think as I think, so I am. Where attention goes, energy flows. So Jesus says, cast your net again. Cast your net to the right side. The book always emphasizes things for a reason. The descriptions are symbolic of something. The right side is the right hemisphere of the brain, the right side of you, dual aspects of you, the logical left side, intuitive, feeling, trusting, knowing side is the right side. Said cash your net on the right side. So they casting that on the right side. Well, no. Before they do that, Peter asks. So Simon Peter. Simon names get changed in scripture from Simon to Peter because this is a faculty. It's representing a mental faculty. So you have two sides of faith. So as Simon, he has faith in what he sees. He has faith in his own doubt. He has faith in the undesired circumstance. He has faith in not getting what he wants. Everybody has faith. When he becomes Peter, he calls himself into discipleship, meaning, this is what you do. You take that faith that you've used to believe that life is hard, that it's always one thing after another, that it's less likely that I'm going to get what I want. You take that and now you use it to always get what I want. You switch sides to that. You switch sides to that. You see the difference? So the verse says, the one who God loved tells Peter, that's the Lord. I'm trying to find the verse. I thought I had it pulled up. Anyway, I'm going to go through it and then I'll find the verse. So this is love. This is love speaking of faith. Right? Because that's what John represents. All 12 disciples represent 12 aspects of your own mind. So Peter, faith. John, love. Love recognizes before logic understands. See, because common sense would say, why this nigga telling us to cast the net again? We done told you we've been out here. We done dropped the nets. What difference is it gonna make what side of the boat? If these are the same waters, why am I gonna drop the net again? That's what logic would say. Love says, trust me. Trust me before you see evidence. Trust me before you can make sense of it. Trust me. So they dropped the net again on the right side. And this time, the net is full. The net is full. Busting at seams. So now the disciples, right? They got to take that back to the shore. They still out of the water. The water representing your subconscious, the unseen. So you take what's in the subconscious and you bring it to the conscious. You take it from the unseen and you bring it to the seen. So it's telling you the fish are already there. What you want already exists. It's there in mind. You can't see it because you operate from the logical mind. So the money you want is there. You don't see it because all you sit and say is, I don't know how I'm going to do it. If it was that easy, everybody would do it. That's what you say. That's what you say. Yeah, you do. You sit there and say it. You say, I've been trying to do this for a long time. That it's not a good time. They saying the market ain't good. The economy ain't good to be making these type of choices. That's what the logical mind says. It's still, let me tell you something. It's like perpetual savers. They ain't never gonna bust a move. They ain't never gonna bust a move because it's never gonna be enough. If they say I need 3 months emergency fund, once they get to the 3 months, that's gonna change to 6 months. That's gonna change to 9 months, to 12 months, to 3 years, to 5 years. They never gonna bust a move because they dropping their net to the left side. It's logic, reason. Well, you got to trust something beyond that, friend. So the story is illustrating that what you truly want and desire is there. It exists. If you would trust yourself, if you would trust your heart before you saw evidence, before you saw evidence, before it makes sense, before anybody else agrees with you, before your own nervous system will accept it. Ain't that what everybody's saying? ah. Man, oh, let me find a verse. Let me find a verse. It's John 21, by the way. John 21. If you can't read these stories and make them make sense to you, I wouldn't read the shit. I wouldn't just be reading stuff that didn't make no sense to me. If I can't make it applicable to current day right now in my life, then what am I reading it for? I'm good. It says, after these things, um, let me go back. Let's start at verse. Uh, well, we started verse 1. Yeah, we started verse 1. I'm trying to figure out which one is. Okay, yeah. After these things, Jesus showed himself again to the disciples at the Sea of Tiberias. Did I say grab your Bibles and go with me? Okay. And on this wise, he showed himself. There, they were there together, Simon Peter and Thomas, called Didymus. See, that it's always going to be a name change. Unconscious, conscious, unaware, aware. All to see the disciples, you're going to see them their name all throughout the book. All throughout the book. Duality is what it's representing. Nathanael of Canaan in Galilee, he becomes Bartholomew. And the sons of Zebedee. The sons of Zebedee are also referenced as sons of thunder, James and John. And two of his other disciples, Simon Peter said unto them, I go a fishing. They say unto him, we also go with you. The disciples say, see, faith says, I'm going fishing. I'm going fishing. I'm going to see what I can do on my own. That's what it's saying. So the rest of your disciples, the other thoughts and mental faculties, right? They following you. All right, bet. They went forth and entered into a ship immediately. Ship is what you swim, what carries you. That's your state of mind, right? That night they caught nothing. See, they went at night. At the blinder zone, couldn't find nothing. When the morning was now come, okay, I missed that small detail. See, the morning came. See the shift? Went at night, blinder zone, unaware. Morning comes, now I'm aware. New possibility. And they see Jesus standing on the shore. I become aware. Awareness is turning on. But here's a key, verse 4, 21, John 21:4. But the disciples knew not that it was Jesus. See, it's saying you have an awareness within you that you're not yet aware of. Does that make sense? There's a part of you that knows, but you're not aware of that part just yet. Goes on, verse 5, and says, Then Jesus said unto them, Children, have you any meat? He's stunting on them. I love this. Jesus stunting on them. This is why I can relate to all of this shit now. It's like, okay. It's like, nigga, do you got any bags or don't you? Is you getting what you want or ain't you? Are you living a life you want? Yay or nay? And they said no. He on the shore. Remember, catch the scenes. Put this visual in your head. They out at sea. They out in the boat on the water. Jesus on the shore. Jesus calls to them like, "Do you have any meat?" The meat is anything of substance. I know you're doing all this stuff. All of you who out there working hard, I know all about it. All in the efforting, trying different things, working real hard. You got anything to show for it? Huh? You ain't get no sleep. You might as well get sleep. If you don't get no sleep and still ain't got nothing to show for, you should go to bed. You should go to bed, friend. Let me see. Let me go back. Then Jesus said unto them, cast the net on the right side of the ship, and you shall find. If you would trust yourself, if you would turn your eye from this world of problems and pain and suffering, if you would stop telling the same stinking story that nothing is working for you, that everything is too hard, that the white man is holding you back, that it's the system, it's the evil people, it's the. So guess what they did? They cast it on the right side, and now they were not able to draw it. They couldn't even pull the net up because it was a multitude of fishes. Do you understand what's being said here, people? They didn't change the body of water. The body of the water itself would be like you trying to change life. I want my life to be different. You ain't got to change your life. You don't need shit to change. You don't need reality to shift. They didn't get another net either. Ooh, ooh. Meaning you don't need circumstances to change. You don't need the doctor to tell you everything is fine first. You don't need the lover to show up first. Oh, you don't need the money to show up first. It's telling you right in the midst of it. It is there and you cannot see it because you're looking with your blinders on. Well, I'm not gonna read all of it. Yeah, you can finish reading it on your own. I'm just saying, it's a beautiful story. If you can catch the message that it's in the midst of you, everything you could want. It's not a matter of trying to get it and trying to create it. It's a matter of can you see it? And you can't see it when you focus on what's wrong, when you focus on the ugly. You can't. You can't. At least. You thought I went to speak there? That's funny. Do I believe in inspired action? I think all action is inspired. The question is by what? Sometimes action is inspired by fear. Is inspired by faith. When you take an action, everybody takes action. So something is moving you. You're moving. That action is something is springing. It's springing from something, I should say. Right now, there is something going on. I don't know. I haven't cared enough to read. I just only saw a couple of headlines and I was like, oh, look at them. They got something funny going on out there. So something about y'all can't eat lettuce or something. So what is happening? People are inspired. They're inspired to avoid certain things. They're inspired to throw food out. They're inspired by fear. So I do believe in inspired action. I think everything is inspired action is just by what? It all matters. It all points to what state of mind in which you're moving. Because two people can do the exact same thing from two different states of mind. So let's give an example. Health, right? I could give two people recommendations on changing their diet. One person approaches it from the mindset that I'm reconnecting to earth. The more I eat plants, I'm getting back to nature. I'm getting back to the holistic way. I'm taking in the food that speak the language of me, that hasn't been processed, broken down, so on and so forth. Another person giving the same advice, they approach it through the lens that this is dangerous. My doctor said this is not safe. This is not healthy. I'm not going to get all the minerals that I need. So they both taking inspired action, just two different things that are inspiring them. May I ask if you've ever experienced grief? Have I? Have I? It was the hardest limit to get over for me. Interested on your point of view? I think what makes grief worse is that we try to get over it. I think what makes grief worse is we make it wrong. We want to try to hurry up and get through it, as if grief can't just be grief. It's something you experience. Instead of telling yourself, I get the right to grieve this. My heart breaks for this. I miss this. I miss this person. I'm disappointed. I'm sad that I won't have this or that. Like instead of just letting it be, most of my intense suffering has come from fighting against what is, trying to either early stages or religious with my religious mind, it was about enduring. So I took honor and pleasure in the suffering. So I think I prolonged it because I looked at it like it was something honorable. When I came out of that mind, even the so-called spiritual mind, now it was about rising above it. You know what I'm saying? Rise above and transmute instead of now, right? I don't even know what type of mind you would call this, right? Christ consciousness, some say, oneness, whatever, don't matter. I'd say it's just aware, right? Full awareness that it's all right. I see the grief and I see the joy as one and the same. They all have a right to exist. So I have a right to experience grief without identifying as the grief. I'm not the grief. I am experiencing the grief. I'm experiencing my heart being broken. I'm experiencing pain right now. I'm experiencing loneliness. I'm experiencing suffering. It's not who I am. It doesn't define me. It doesn't define who I will be and what is true for me. But that was yeah, I've thrust myself into some intense sufferings. I just didn't know at the time that I was continuing to perpetuate it. Because oftentimes when you're in the grief, it feels so real because it is. It's an experience, it's something you're experiencing. But it seems as though nothing else is real other than that. So you keep your attention on it more, which causes it to magnify. And it becomes suffocating, like you can't find your way out because your attention stays on it. And it's like if this grief would only stop, if I could get over this, I would be better. If I could stop thinking like this instead of just acknowledging it for what it is. I'm grieving over, my heart is aching over this. There is someone I've lost, there's something I've lost. And just let it be. Oh, Sharon, what question? Oh, when you first asked about what up, Frank? Sid said just recently diagnosed with high blood pressure, changed my eating habits, and incorporated more vegan meals in my weekly menu. Um, you put life into your body, it changes your mental in a good way. Yes, yeah, yeah. Blood pressure, easy fix, easy fix. Because you have to ask, um, why does the body increase the blood pressure anyway? It does things for a reason. And so if blood is what helps circulate oxygen in the body is saying, I need more right now. Things are not flowing at the level it needs to. So we need to increase the pressure to increase the flow of the blood, so circulation. So starting with food is always number one. Then looking at your life, looking at how you're perceiving things, stories you're telling yourself, how are you living, stress levels, rest, all that good jazz. Oh, so basically it depends on the root of the inspired action. Yeah, I think that's everything. I don't think I know some people that I know where that comes from, right? The thought that you should only make moves when it's inspired. The problem with that is when you swing it that way, how does a person know? If a person is unaware, now they start to sit and you kind of wallow, right? It becomes obsessive. Should I make the right move now? Should I make not make the right move? Is this inspired? Is it not inspired? You know what I mean? Everything's inspired. Again, it's just by what? What is moving you? Everybody is being moved by something. Some people are moved by love. Some people are moved by fear. Some people are moved by greed. Some people are moved by loss. So it just depends on what. I like to keep it simple, faith or fear. Which one? I'm either moving based on one or the other. Either I'm moving based on what I have or what I don't have. That's how I'm looking at all the decisions that I'm making. I recently let go of religion, and that has helped so much. Sometimes I just get the waves. So allow it to be. Yep, that's my recommendation. Allow everything to be. Don't fight with anything. Because when you fight with a thing, you're really conceding power to it. You're saying that this has power. Like when I fight with it, it's because I'm finding something wrong with it. It's an experience. You can't do nothing about it when you're in the middle of it anyway. And if you ever try to fight it, you find out like it don't help. The more you fight with not feeling good, the worse you feel. And worse you feel. Just do it as an experiment. Don't take my word for it. Just try both. Try like I don't care what she say. I'm gonna override this. I'm gonna override this. I'm gonna think better. I'm gonna get him. Nope, nope. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No, you end up spazzing out. You end up just burning yourself out. The brain just it gets fried. And all the people I see online who talk about this, especially those who have been like deep into this world of manifestation, or reality creation, whatever people are calling it, they're it's like I'm trying to avoid the parts of life that I don't like and can't do that because then you deny life. When you deny life, you're denying yourself. Like it's part of it. Once you become aware of something, you're experiencing it. Your awareness is there. You can't, I'm aware that I'm grieving. So there's nothing I can do about that other than put my attention on something else, other than making it right. Even putting your attention on something, I still wouldn't do that from a place of trying to fight what is. My putting my attention on what I want is just about reminding myself what the truth is. So if let's just say I'm in a deep state of suffering, right? I'm allowing myself. I start to just watch myself. I'll have a conversation with myself. It seems like you're really worked up right now. It seems like you're really bothered. It seems like this hurts your feelings. It feels like you are trying not to experience this. And by trying not to experience this, you experience it even more. Why won't you let yourself be right? Why won't you tell yourself you get the right to be sad and just let it be? Why don't you just watch yourself be sad? You know what the truth is. You experiencing sadness does not mean that you are sad. I know that sounds crazy. My awareness of who I am, I'm still the same person. I'm still in control. I'm still all power. So me experiencing sadness does not determine or dictate my reality. It can't. I must make it by giving it meaning. I must make this mean that I'm suffering. I must make this mean I'm not as good as I thought I was. I must make this mean um I've fallen off. I've given up. I'm not as good as these other people who seem to just do X, Y, Z. Nope, nope. And here's a little tip here. Everybody experiences pretty much the same shit. Like, I don't care what it looks like. I don't have to give you every detail of my life. Doesn't matter what is presented online. Everybody is experiencing this life. Ups, downs, feeling amazing, suffering, depression, exhilaration, hopeful, like all of it. The key is not. Here's a plot twist, right? Don't fight what you don't like. Don't fight what you're experiencing. Don't fight what you don't prefer. Put your attention on what you do prefer. And by default, what you don't prefer will dissolve on its own. It don't sound good enough for a lot of people. It's like, wait a minute. But what about that? So you want to keep talking about it. Let it be. You've already acknowledged this is something I'm experiencing. Now, stick to your story. I'm all power. I'm always in control. What I say goes. I am all that is. Everything's a reflection of me. I know I'm the only one who determines what is true for me. I'm never powerless. The moment can never be greater than me. The circumstance can never define me. I am not moved by appearances. Appearances are moved by me. So on and so forth. Man, there you go. You got it. The first marriage of man, the higher and lower self becoming one. That's it. That's the divine marriage. It's head and heart. That's it. It is logic and intuition. The intellect and intuition. It's the feminine and the masculine. It's the thought and the feeling. Two sides of you becoming one. That's it. Hey, resonance. At least you had to go to bed. You better go to bed. Did my husband give me permission? No, your daddy did though. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to him. Blessings, blessings, blessings. So that's our good word, friend. It's you. It's you. It's your mind. It's nothing else. You have no one to convince but yourself. You have to decide what you want. We got to start there. What the hell do you want? How do you want to live? I just decided I didn't want to live like everybody else. I was like, these niggas, this shit don't make no sense. Like they saying all this stuff and reciting all these scriptures. Why are y'all suffering? So you mean to tell me everybody that's a believer, you gotta wait till you die to live a great life? It don't make no sense to me. Well, I don't want to play the game. No. I'm gonna get mine now. I'm gonna get mine now. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't. What is the point of all this? We're just jacking off the information. We're just pretending like we're better than other people. And then we come up with crap like, well, Satan takes care of his kids too. What? What? Mic drop? Yeah, Tanisha, listen. What are we saying here? Like, you have to sit with yourself. There is no amount. We can do this every day if you would like. We can. But there is nothing that's going to substitute you sitting with yourself and saying, what do you want? What's important to you? What do you need? What do you really need? What do you want to experience? Be honest with me. If you don't be honest to know with nobody else, what do you? That was probably harder than me than anything, and I've done that recently. To just say what I need. These are things that I need. I have spent so much time not needing nothing. I had to correct that shit. No, it's some shit I need, baby. I need. It's a necessity. Diamond said it's creating paradise now, not waiting for a promised place. You got it. Facts. Facts. Not the SPs lined up. Listen, whatever you got to do, however, look, you decide whatever it is that you like. I just want people to decide. I ain't got no judgment on whatever it is that you decide. Just decide. Here's my thing. If I take my car, right? Like right now, I'm just about to bounce around. Right? I'm just gonna bounce around the country. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have no plan. I'm gonna just do whatever the hell I want to do. Right? Oh well. What's the best that can happen? Huh? What's the best that can happen? See, don't nobody ask that question. People ask what's the worst that can happen. What's the best that can happen? You can just do shit. You know, you can just do shit. You can just do whatever you want to do. You have ideas and beliefs. See, you casting your net on the left side. Logic says, no, it's not that simple. No, it's more complicated than that. No, it's harder than that. Well, I got a lot. Da, 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 da. That's what your mind says. That's what your mind says. But you could just do whatever. you could. You could. You just do whatever. Just see. I don't know. What you gonna do? I don't know. This guy was talking about how he yeah, and I guess some people are more free to share. So he was just chit chatting. He moved from, I want to say Atlanta, and he kind of he quit his job, and he was like, yeah, people keep asking me, like, why would I just leave my whole life and come to this? He was moving through like different small towns and hanging out and, kind of trying to find his footing, so to speak. And he was like, everybody keep asking me, like, what's my plan? He said, I don't have a plan. He said, I don't have no plan. I think he's 50, I think, maybe 50, 55. He was like, I just can't do what I was doing anymore. And even these small towns that I've stopped through, he said, I like the people. The energy of the people feels good. It feels different from what I'm used to. And I felt like, God is leading me here. So it's got to be right. Huh? Huh? Do you trust yourself? Do you trust yourself? To just, my thing is this: I've planned out everything. My whole life, I've planned it out. My whole life, I've had strategy. My whole life, I've had direction, so called. And where did it lead me? I ain't saying lead me just bad places, but I'm just saying, did it really, give me what I wanted? Did it really give me what I wanted? No. No. So I'm gonna bet it on me now. I'm gonna just see. I don't know. I'm gonna just see where I land. Somebody's son might be waiting for me. Lord Jesus, amen. Let me give you this quote. Let me give you this quote right quick. It just came to mind. I'm gonna look it up because I don't want to jack it up. I don't want to jack it up. Wait, that's not the right one. My man Joseph Campbell. Nope. Nope, that's not it either. Nope, that's not it either. That's not it. Let me see. It's a good one. Just hold tight. It's a good one. It's about bliss. You ready? He says, follow your bliss. If you do follow your bliss, you put yourself on a kind of track that has been there all the while waiting for you. That's what turned me on. What's waiting for me? And the life you ought to be living is the one you are living. When you can see that, you begin to meet people who are in the field of your bliss, and they open the doors to you. I say follow your bliss and don't be afraid. And the doors will open where you didn't know they were going to be. If you follow your bliss, doors will open for you that wouldn't have opened for anyone else. So trusting in yourself. That's what it is. That when I say these words, that this world is me, that I am all that is, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. When I say these words, this is what is true for me. That my world always takes care of me, that I can't get it wrong. When I follow my heart, I'll never go wrong. You have to come into agreement with that. Yeah, get her in line, champ. Sharon said, put me in your carry on. I want to go. Yeah, it's letting go. It's letting go of all of what you thought, all of what you signed up for, all of what you said you agreed to. What if there's more to life? What if you ain't got it all figured out? What if life is asking you, will you let me take care of you? How can I take care of you if you never give me the opportunity? If I have a restaurant, I put up a, food truck, we'll say. And I say I'm going to prepare meals every day, free meals. Let me feed you. This is where I'm located. Well, if you never come, I can't feed you. I can't take care of you. Right? It's available. It's right. I'm telling you where I'm stationed. I'm telling you that it's all here. But if you never come, I can't feed you and I can't take care of you. So at a certain point, you got to bust a move. That's the message. You can analyze as much as you want. You can keep dropping that net on the left side as much as you want. Logic can only take you but so far. That's what the message of that story is. Love recognizes things before logic understands. And all of us have this intuitive pulling, aching, or you can't be listening to me without it. I'm gonna just tell you, I already know. I already know. I don't have to know your particular story, but I already know. You can't have these like you have these pullings and urges that says there's more. I don't know what that whatever yours is don't may not look the way mine is, and vice versa. I don't know what that looks like for you. You just have to trust it. That it is something that I need to do. And only I know that I need to do it. Only I can do it. Only I. Who the hell do you think gonna come and change your life? Who you think gonna do it? Who you think gonna come and pack your bags? I mean, you can pay some movers, but you're gonna have to contact them. You're gonna have to give them some money. You're gonna have to give them the address, friend. Who you think gonna do it? Who you think gonna start the business? Who you think gonna write it? If it's in you to write, who you think gonna paint it? If it's in you to paint, who you think gonna cook it? If it's in you to cook, if it's in you to dance, who the hell gonna dance other than you? There is some other people that can dance, y'all. They can't dance the way you dance. They don't get it the way you get it. That's why we see people dancing in their own way. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Faithful Fairy. I love that name. Shout out to one of the members. Appreciate you, my friend. If okay, wait a minute. Just made me realize the true meaning of being turned on. It ain't even sexual. Oh, we talking heavy. Don't make me go. Don't see. I was about to get off. Now you about to. Now you're gonna turn me on just with that statement. Think that's the truth. That's how you know, friend. That's how you know. That's how you know. That's when you know you've moved beyond just the physical, even with other people. Like you can't just speak to my flesh. That shit don't turn me on. Like what? All you got is a dick and a dollar? Get out my face. That's poor. That's what that is. Poor. Poor in spirit. That's what it is. Stinks. Stinks. When you tapped in, turned on, like all of life, you get turned on by life. You get in this sensual relationship with life. And you can tell just based on how people look. Somebody started this off and they said you can tell it's a glow that people have. You can tell how they take care of themselves. You can tell how they walk. It's the aura that we be talking about. That's inside out. Sure said I'm serious. Lisa, she coming, she wanna be fed. Yeah, yeah. The fellas be down so bad. It is so sad. It is. I do. I don't even know what to say about some of the fellas. Mainly because I understand when you online bitching about women, or you go under a woman's post or video and you acting the ass like it's so embarrassing. But I know you don't know no better. That's what I know. You don't know no better. I also know you in pain. I know that's why you act in ways that you're not aware of because your heart is hurt. You understand? Huh? Your heart is hurt. Yeah. Gerald, what's up, my friend? Hey, Trey. Yeah, what matters most, that is the inside. If you want to be ageless and timeless, right? You say that to yourself. The best anti-aging serum, since everybody wants to know, is wellness, is well-being, is seeing yourself in your highest light. Wait a minute, why see, listen, yo, why y'all the mods be coming down hard? Trey, he was good. He was respectful. There was nothing wrong with that comment. Hey Anthony, Sharon said Rook gonna tell you a joke but never lie. Never lie, friend. Take care of yourself. I just decided. You have to decide. You have to tell yourself new stories. I don't know how y'all gonna do this without doing it. You think you're just gonna it's not like you can't just tell yourself a thing and then you make it so. Yes. But But oftentimes, the way our mind is set up, we have been taught a particular thing. We've dialed in on something our entire life. We've told the story over and over and over and over again. Do you really think it's too much to say now start doing the opposite? Start expecting to live well. See, nobody knows what a long life is. When people say life is short, you know why people say that stupid shit? It's because their mind, they have it programmed in that if you can make it till about 80 or 90, you've lived a good life. Which means if you creeping up on the halfway mark, now you're gonna start to panic. Nobody told you that 80 was the top, was the limit. Nobody told you that, well, somebody told you. Let's phrase it this way. Nobody told your ass to believe that. Nobody told you to believe that 80 was the limit, 90 was the limit. We don't know what the limit is. The limit is whatever you say it is. Just because that's what you see around you, you don't have to accept that. What about the places across the world where people live to 150, 200 years, 300 years old? Well, Rook, I don't believe that. How do you know? How do you know? Why does your mind default? See, when I bring up certain things, really my intention is to break your brain. I'm here to break your mind. I don't need you to agree with me. You understand? I don't want you to change your position on where you stand on my account. What I want you to become aware of is what your mind defaults to when you hear it. You get mad. You want to call me a bitch? Little stupid bitch up here saying stupid stuff. You get angry? Good. You should evaluate that because you can't speak definitively. You don't know. You cannot say that there is no one on this planet living right now who's 500 years old. You don't know, do you? You don't. You don't know that. Hmm? Why everybody believe everything else in the Bible? The Bible thumpers. But when we talk about Moses, what Moses lived to what, 600? If we're going to take it literally, why don't we take all of it literally? Why do you take the numbers, the age literally? Why? Why? Huh? Huh? Whatever you say it is, friend. If we took all the clocks down, we took all the calendars down, for the next 12 months, you won't know what any day is. How would you feel in a year? You don't know because you wouldn't even know when a year was. So somebody told you what a year is. See, when you speak definitively about things, you have to question that. I don't really care. If you decide that 90 is good enough for you, then so be it. I'm just saying become aware of the beliefs that you have that you've gotten from somewhere else. Oh, the comment ain't sit right. My bad. Okay. Oh, I thought no, what it was something else before that. I don't know. I might have missed it. Hey, Anthony. We was talking about a few things, my friend. We originally was talking about the Bible story of the disciples and Jesus, and the disciples who went fishing, and Jesus told them they couldn't find anything. They weren't casting anything with the net, and Jesus told them to cast their net to the right side. Your mom is 72 going on 25. I love it. I love it. Appreciate you. I am working on embodying being chosen. Just tell yourself you are. I won't work on it. I won't work on it. Just tell myself I am. Despite seeing the opposite. How do I change what my brain defaults to? Just keep your attention on it. Don't even entertain the fact that you're not there. Even though it looks like you're not there, I wouldn't entertain the fact that I'm not there. So I wouldn't tell myself that I'm working to do that. I'm just telling myself I am always chosen. I am always chosen. Even when it looks like I'm not chosen, even when I seek so-called evidence, I am reinforcing myself. I am this practice. What you're really doing is taking your attention off the world and bringing the problem, bringing it back to you. Taking your attention off the scenario, the reality that you don't like and prefer, bringing it back to you. That's what you're doing, making you the authority, making you the authority, making you the authority. And it's a practice. That's what you do. Practice seeing yourself right. Practice on your perfection. Rather than trying to fix what's wrong with you, focus on all that's right with you. That's the key. Just start dialing in on I am perfect. I am always chosen. I'm the center of my reality. How could I not be chosen? They're all in my world. Okay? They're here for me. I would just get drunk off of me. Literally. Literally. This is what we do in the mindset group. Okay? We're on what? What's today? Day 10? Day 11? Damn, did I post audio today? I don't think I posted audio today. Oops. I'm gonna have to do that. But that's what we do. We start. We're doing it in a group setting. I just put up a self-guided version that you can do on your own. But it's checking in with yourself 3 times a day. Why? Does that seem like a lot? Then that's exactly the amount of times you need to do it because you think it's a lot. Because all you're doing is thinking in your favor. You're practicing bringing your attention on yourself, thinking the highest of yourself, telling yourself. Damn, both of my mics done went out. Okay, well, let me see the other one. Wait, maybe the other one charged up. Let me see the other one charged up. No, I don't think that one charged up. Did it? Y'all can hear me. Yeah, y'all can hear me. We're about to go anyway. Someone had the nerve to tell me I wasn't part of the 144 chosen. Oh, I'm gonna trigger myself with that shit. It's not literally, it didn't mean 144,000 literally. 144. 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 4 is 9. It's a frequency. It's a state of mind. 9 representing divine completion, divine consciousness. Is it's being in a state of mind. Is you being aware that you're chosen. Come on. Come on. It's not this is what I mean. People leave the church with the same mind. And then they try to judge somebody else and say, no, you're not the chosen. No, you're not gonna get in. No, you're not one of the ones. What? So we leave that religion. We say we leave the church, and now we are part of the chosen. I'm the chosen. I guess. No, don't worry about it. First of all, can't nobody tell you anyway. Can't nobody tell you shit. So let's just say you wanted to believe in it. Let's say you say, Rook, I like the story, right? That it's only 144,000 people, and I'm one of them people. Go with it. You can do whatever you want. Believe whatever you want. What's up with you, Ben? Diamond said, that's when I knew I was locked in. Yeah. Because I'm thinking I can give up on my SP, but it's all me. So I can just recreate the same thing I already did with someone else. It can be anything, right? Like when you focus on this idea of another person, right? It's the you have to ask, what is it that you really want? What is it that you really want, right? Usually the SP is how you think they will make you feel. That's usually what we desire: to be loved, to be considered, to be appreciated, to be respected, to be cared for, right? That usually the person that does that, whatever, if we encounter that with somebody, it's like we attach it to them. So it feels like if they're not giving it to us, or if they leave or whatever, that I've lost that. I've lost that potential to experience that because they're the source of it. They're not the source of it. So the whole SP thing, it can be whatever you want. If you like a particular person, you can just leave everything that's happening between you guys. Just put it to the side and just go right to the end. You can just create a scene. A scene that confirms fulfillment, right? Let's just say it's you guys. I'm just using it for an example. You guys living together, right? Just go right to a scene. You're in the kitchen cooking breakfast together. Whenever you get anxious about thinking about them, or worried, or missing and longing and suffering, go right to that. Just let your mind go right there. Done. Boom. Right there. I'm already in the end. That's the end. Boom. Every single time. Every single time, just go right there. And you just do it. Don't try to fix anything. Don't try to make yourself wrong about suffering or missing them or feeling lonely or heartbroken. Let that be what it is. We don't care. We don't care. It can't change anything. Your feelings can't change nothing. Your thoughts can't change nothing. This was such a breakthrough for me when I realized I didn't have to micromanage every thought and every feeling. It's like it don't mean shit because it's in my world. I have to tell a story about it so I can feel any kind of way. And I thought back throughout my life, I'm like, I'm repeating some shit that I know ain't true, because I have made major changes in my life when I was angry, when I was frustrated, when I was having meltdowns, when I was like, I cannot take this shit no more. I was not in no woo-woo, la-la. Everything, reality is what I want in love and light. No. Not from my personal experience. No, I'm not saying that people aren't manifesting. Everything's a manifestation, right? You can manifest in all sorts of thoughts and feelings. That's not the point. I was just referring back to my personal experience. And I was like, this is a confirmation for me. I don't even need nobody else to tell me. I know for a fact the major changes I made in my life was when I was fed the fuck up. And I was like, I'm done with this shit. I ain't living like this no more. I ain't working this shitty job, okay? Somebody else gonna have to do it. So it can be whatever you want it to be. I spend more time focused on convincing myself that my word is bond. When I speak, it is final. When I decree a thing, it is so. When I call a thing, it appears. I would just get so convinced in my own mind that this is how it works. This is how my reality works. It's me. I ain't got to worry about nobody. Everybody gonna do what I want them to do. You in my reality, bitch. Okay? I'm not in yours. Whatever you doing over there from your perspective, I ain't got nothing to do with. That's you and your reality. I'm talking about me and mine's. Okay? Because everything is my mind. Think about it. All the scenarios that you think of, it's in your mind. When you start worrying about something, that's your mind. When you feel good about money, guess what? You thinking good about it in your mind. When you get worried about money, so all of this is your mind anyway. Can't nobody stop you from thinking in your favor. You can think anything you want. You can say that's mine. I don't care. That's mine. I am happy. I am loved. Everything is going well, despite what it looks like. Our tussle comes because we see something different with our physical eye. That's what that story is talking about. The Bible that we just read about. Cast your net again to the right side. Logic says this is not working. I am suffering. It is getting worse. Nothing is changing. Jesus says cast your net on the right side. Forget logic. Forget the circumstances. Forget what it looks like. Trust yourself above everything. What do you see here? Stick to that and make that more convincing than this. Aha. Aha. God gives us the perfect things for every season. Well, yeah, that's, again, who is God? Your own awareness. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you working with Zion? Ooh, I was curious about how he works. Why I be feeling like I'm cheating on you? Listen, get the results, baby. We don't care. We don't care. Shoot, bring back some good stuff. What y'all over there doing? What y'all talking about? Show my feet. You want to see my feet? Huh? What else you want to see? You want to see some ass? Huh? That what you want to see? Block, nigga. Get your freaky ass out of here. What you think this is? Huh? Put your dick back in your pants, all right? I learned that was just a construct somebody made up and we took it and ran with it. Well, yeah. What, SP? Yeah. 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 Technically. I mean, everything is. Everything is made up. That's why you should make up whatever you want. Everything is made up. If you would contemplate on this, why you have to live a very contemplative life where you just say, where did I get that from? Says who? I'm about to put my t-shirt shop back up. And I have one of my tees that says who. But you gotta catch yourself. When you just saying things. Like, says who though? Like, does Father Time always catch up with you? Says who? Well, we all gonna get old. Says who? Well, that's just a part of life. Says who? Well, that's just how it works. Says who? Anything worth having, you gotta work hard for. Says who? I mean, I know it's said, but says who, bitch? This is how you gotta approach everything. When a doctor says you ain't got but 6 months, 3 months, da 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 da. Says who? If you ever need any inspiration, check out Dr. Joe Dispenza, the transformational stories, testimonials that he posts. I love all of them. Story after story, people been given a death sentence. Like, go get your affairs in order. And these people said no. No. It's one thing we say to death, not today. Ain't that from, what was that from, Game of Thrones? It's only one thing we say to death, not today, baby. Not today, not me. What the hell are you talking about? That's how you have to say for yourself and the people you love. No, not my mama. What the hell you talking about? Not my daddy. Where the likelihood of this turning around is, less than 20%, says who? You telling me from your perspective, but says who? I don't have to come into agreement with that. Nope. Yeah, it clears up so much, don't it? Yep. I never bring up anything and I almost address something I did not like with him, but I'm like, I don't know if I like that. This is what I like. I like the state of mind that I can do anything I want to do. And because I used to agree with this, I did. But then I started denying parts of myself. This bothers me. And I'm trying to make myself wrong about being bothered. It can't mean that I'll create more of it unless I believe it'll create more of it. I'm going to let you know that this bothers me. I don't like when you do so and so. I don't like our lack of communication. I don't like when you don't show up for me in this way. I can do and say whatever I want. In my mind, that's where I'm staying aware of who I am and what is true for me. But I can address anything any way I want. I just don't like the idea that I have to deny myself anything that I truly have a desire to do or to express. No. If you ask me what's on my mind, I'm going to tell you, I hate when people do that. What's on your mind? Because I usually keep things. I usually sift through things very well on my own, right? You ask me what's on my mind, I tell you. And then you spaz out because you don't like what's on my mind. Well, how the did you ask me then? And I used to, damn, I knew I shouldn't have said that. I should have just did. No, I'm glad. That feels so amazing that I let you know. I answered your question. You asked what was on my mind, and damn it, I told you what was on my mind. I told you how I saw it. You do whatever the hell you want to do with that. That ain't my problem. Don't ask me questions that you don't want answers to. Thank you. And I'm going to express whatever I want to express. So if I'm having a human moment, I'm going to express my human feelings and my human emotions because I know those human feelings and emotions don't define me. That's a separation right there. I don't identify with that, but I am experiencing it and I can honor every experience. And you ain't gonna make me feel no kind of way about that. But I find that I created a tussle, particularly in relationships. This whole idea of, well, Rook, if you really was God, then this wouldn't bother you. You understand what I'm saying? If you really would, that's me judging myself. That's me condemning myself. Happy is a man who condemneth not that which he allows. How do you allow a thing? By being aware of it. Even though you weren't intentionally trying to be aware of it, you already aware of it. This bothers me. I don't like that shit. Now, whether I have a legitimate reason for not liking it or not, that's something different. But I don't like it, okay? I don't like when you do that. I don't like when you tell me you're going to be somewhere at one time and you're not there. I don't like when you do that. I don't like when you make me promises. I don't like when you don't keep your word. I don't like when you ask me, can you come and be a part of something that I'm doing, and then you bitch and complain the whole time. I don't like that shit. See, I feel better. I'd rather everybody. This is if you want to call it messed up, right? This is one thing that I came to realize. In keeping everybody else's peace, I'm gonna do a video about this. I destroyed my own. That's what I did. I made everybody else comfortable because I decided that I could handle being uncomfortable and they couldn't. So I just kept stuff. Like, even though shit, I mean, it would. I'm surprised I didn't. Well, I probably did have a nervous breakdown. I probably did, but I'm surprised. Worse things. I held so much stuff in. This is why I can't even be mad at the last 3 years. All the things that have come up for me, all the meltdowns and tears, all the things that have flowed, because I held so much shit in for so long. I just felt like I could deal with it. Now, I can deal with a lot, but what I was doing was hiding. That's different. That's different from being able to see a thing and make a choice. That's not what I was doing. I was seeing a thing and trying to not make it so. I'm trying to just push it out of my frame of like, oh, okay, no, nah, it's whatever. No, it's whatever. I don't care. And it would just it built. It continued to compound until it exploded. That's what it does. So yeah, I think things should be addressed. I think there's a time and a place, and there's a way to address things, but I think things should be addressed. You'll know whether it needs to be addressed just within yourself or externally. Yeah, you gotta make your own. You gotta make up your own shit. How could you? How are we even saying that we know that this is fake? That's why I don't understand people that argue about money being fake. Well, no shit. It's all fake. Well, no, I'm saying a monetary system. Yeah, it's a psycho. Okay, what's your point? Do you have a better system? Do you have something that you going? Oh, all right, then make it work for you. Ain't it in your reality? What are gods at? That's who I speak to. I do not speak to people who be constantly bitching about reality in the world. It's your reality. Make it do whatever you want to do. Make the money system work for you. Yeah, you can either grow or dwell from the experiences of life. Yeah, Kay, you got it. You got it. Ooh, Diamond said if someone is uncomfortable in presence of love, that is a shadow work problem for them. Ooh. What's up with you, Ben? Stop picking the wrong dudes. Yeah. I mean, that's good advice. Everybody should stop picking the wrong people. But what is the wrong people? What's the right people? I know what you mean, though. Make wise choices. Yeah. You think you're being slick, but that's good advice. Appreciate you, Shane. I felt like I needed it. I needed a padded jacket after releasing all the thoughts and emotions I was holding in since childhood. Yeah, I think um, a lot of things are coming up that we didn't want to come up. Listen, Elise, that was where my thought went. That's what my thought went like, uh-oh, wait. You stupid. Um, but yeah, I think a lot of the emotional things that are happening with people are losing their minds. There's a lot of suffering that's happening. But all it has to do with minds are breaking. What does that mean? Ego death. That's what it's referred to. What is the ego death? Well, what is your ego? It's the aspect of mind that helps you navigate the world. It's your collection of experiences, ideas, beliefs, perspectives, assumptions. When that gets shattered, when you used to think one thing was true, and now you're questioning that. There we go. When you used to think one thing wasn't true, and now you're questioning that. Vice versa, back and forth. You don't know if you're coming or going. You don't know what the truth is. You don't know. You cannot find your footing. This is why you have to become grounded, right? This is that whole idea of being grounded. I can't find, right? You can get, what do the church folks used to say? You can get so heavenly high that you're not earthly good. That you can get so far. So you can go both. This pendulum swings both ways. So just the same way we have religious nutcases, you can have the so-called spiritual nutcases too. That they are so deep into the realms and the this and the that that they can't function anymore in the physical world. Like they're losing their mind, they're melting down, they're bitching about everything, complaining about everything. Like almost like a spiritual psychosis. Same thing. Um, wait, what does that say? Champagne, I'm so glad that you said that. That is on my list. I have that right here in front of me written down. I will start making shorts. Well, but at least I can clip. See, what the shorts have a link to the video, so I can clip parts of the video to post on the shorts, and then that'll send them to the full video. So no, I'm not making like separate shorts right now. I'm only taking from the videos I already have and creating shorts for them. What do I believe in? Why does it matter? Why does it matter? I believe in power. I believe in new possibilities. I believe in limitlessness. I believe in health. I believe in wealth. I believe in well-being. I believe the children are the future. I believe in all that is good, all that is true, all that is perfect. That's what I believe. Yeah. Mike said, I've been quiet, just listening, and at the end I see is everything is my own thoughts and belief pushed out. Ooh, I love it, my friend. I love it. That's how I felt today. I was kind of on YouTube, and the first videos that came up that I clicked on, I'm like, bruh, it was so on point. Like one of them in particular just was kind of speaking to something that I've been experiencing, and it was to the T, like, and I laughed because I just said to myself, this is me. This is me. Of course I'm saying this. This is me. I'm speaking. Like, this is an expression of me by way of this person. But of course, how else would it work? It's people not knowing their own power, and the fact that, well, it's a lot of projection. We can say that for sure. Don't get mad when you ask for things to happen and they happen. That's a good point. People are asking for love and then they get mad when it shows up. People ask for well-being, right? They ask for success and then they complain. They complain about notoriety and being seen and I asked for things to be revealed to me, and I had this crazy girl flip on me yesterday, ending, but now I'm free. That's always beautiful. That's what happened to me. I told a story, beginning of 2023. I just was like, man, something's wrong, bro. Like, I'm doing all the things, I ain't making no forward motion. Something is wrong, and I don't know what's wrong. Like, it's like, what is it that I'm not seeing? I just kept saying that, just show me. I just was, I ain't no bigger, but I almost felt like I was begging. I'm talking to myself, by the way, but it's like, damn, make the path clear. You see the flowers? Yeah. Make the path, I just was like, make the path clear, bro. Like, what is it? And shortly after, my whole life collapsed. All the illusion, the glass house came shattering down. And it was delicious. It didn't feel delicious. I mean, there were points, there were highs and lows, but that's what I asked for. That's how I know sometimes too, people full of shit. It's like, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. Because if you wanted to know, you have a conversation with yourself. You say, show me myself. Show me all of me. Show me what I'm not seeing. Show me where I'm deluding myself. Show me where I am believing in the falsity of life. Show me where I'm yielding to fear. Show me what's my next best step. That's all you gotta say. You're talking to yourself. Yeah, they are you, you are them. Yeah, even that's a part of. We talked about this earlier. It all comes down to deciding what you want and what is true for you, and then you have to convince yourself of that. That's all the work that you do. There is no work to do. There is no work to do. When your mind sends you on task, right? It sends you on assignment and action. No problem. No problem, because the mind needs something to chew on. What we call the ego mind, it needs something to chew on. No problem. However, that feeds it. It's the doubter in you. The video we put up, I just did about naysayer. It's the naysayer in you. It's the one that questions, it evaluates, right? That's his job. So when you give it something to chew on, if I say you can reverse, what's something? What's something people say you can't reverse? Lupus. The ego aspect of your mind is going to say, I don't know about that. Might maybe get the symptoms managed, but reverse it, like get rid of it altogether? I don't know about that. You might get intrigued to go look it up. And then that may lead you to a book. You read that book. See, that's you feeding. The mind wants a justification for this new idea that you are introducing. And it's saying, I done went through the file cabinet. Let's see. We don't have no evidence of this. Reversing what? No, that don't work like that. That's incurable. Based on our records here, let me see. Yeah, no, we don't have that. So now you start inputting new data to support this new idea. Now, do you have to do that? Do you need any of it? This is what Bashar refers to as permission slips. No, you don't technically need it. But if you feel like you need it, then you need it. So your mind is saying, give me something, show me something. So you read a book. Then you decide to come to YouTube, and then you start researching, and you find 3 people who said they did it. They reversed lupus, and they show you how they did it. You're getting more and more convinced. The logical mind in you is getting convinced. Why? Because it sees evidence, and it likes evidence. It likes proof. So if it wants something to chew on, give it something to chew on. Saturate your mind in what you want. Don't argue. Don't go into this thing, I shouldn't have to do all that. Some people said, if I really knew the truth, then I shouldn't need all of that. I should just, who gives a, I'll do whatever I want to do. Okay? You might not have did that. Might not make sense to you, but I do whatever I want to do. Ask for things and not realize that when they appear to see their home, job, etc. fall apart, it's only the bridge of incidents to get what you asked for. It's clearing. Yeah, it's a clearing. That's all it is. It's just a clearing. Like, think about it. People be like, you know what? This is my ideal man. You know what I mean? Someone who is sensitive to me, is appreciative, is Well, friend, you're not even single. So you don't think that what you're in has to collapse first? Now, you could just leave, but obviously you ain't, because you're still there. Similar to the lady who told a story that she was struggling with having a baby. She had been manifesting a baby, wanted to be a mama. The struggle with fertility created a rift in her marriage. Okay? You can imagine there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of, especially when people experience miscarriage, it's a lot on a couple. Right? But it ended up driving a wedge between them. They got divorced. Now, if you're in the midst of manifesting having a baby, you would think that's the worst thing that could happen to you. How the hell did I go from trying to have a baby with the love of my life to now we're divorced? Your mind would say you have failed. You're not manifesting. You're doing the opposite. Well, within the next year or two, she meets someone else They get married. She gets pregnant right away. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You don't know. No one knows. So you get to set it in motion by deciding what you want. Nobody knows how the parts will be rearranged. So actually, you didn't have no fertility issues. You was with the wrong man. Lord have mercy. We had to get the other one up out of there. Thank you. Thank you. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Kay said, I recommend the book be a triangle. Be a triangle. Let me write it down. I like it. I like it just from the title. Be a triangle. I haven't heard of that. Yeah, so who's that? What's the last name? Oh, Lily. Oh, it's not working. Oh, I guess I could have did. I love hearing these stories. Yeah, me too. I love all of them. I love some people manifest in fear. So they have to say things like, send me this, but make sure it doesn't bring other people harm. Make sure it doesn't. I'm not operating from that state of mind that I don't accept that for me getting what I want, it has to impede on somebody else's health and well-being. I already have that understanding. This is not a judgment. If you feel like you need to do those things, do it. The how isn't for us to know. Facts. Trust the process, like you were saying, and casting it to the right. That's it. Trusting the process. Trusting you that there is no more work to do. Think back to the story now. It keeps coming back to this. I love it. They're in a boat trying to fish. The fish were already there. They were already there. They didn't catch a message. They didn't leave the boat. They didn't switch the boat out. They didn't go down the street to another body of water. They were already in the midst of what they wanted. They just couldn't see it. Well, the first thing you got to have is faith. That's who Peter represents. Peter represents faith. So you have to have faith that what I don't see is there. You have to develop that faith by putting your attention on the fact that this is how it works. Okay? Now, if you need a little convincing, science says an atom is 99.99999% empty space, which says to me that what we experience is 1%. It's just 1%. Like matter is 1% of the all. That's how I interpret it, okay? So if I look at it that way, it's like, damn, my filtering mind can only get this percent, like this part right here is all it can get at one moment, in one time. So just because I'm not seeing it right now, doesn't mean it's not there. Like right now, I don't know what's behind me. Matter of fact, I don't know what's on the other side of this wall. Like, I don't know what's outside right now. I know what I remember when I went out earlier, but I don't actually know what's out there. I can't see it. Wait, what happened? Oh, I thought they took the other one. I can hold my breath for 60 seconds, actually. Just like sending a letter in the mail, stamp it, and send it on its way. Same thing. Same thing. What do we have no idea what has to happen with that letter or that package. You drop it off, and what do? You assume that the people handling it have good intentions, that they're going to get it to where it needs to get to, and then to the next person, to the next person, whether it has to get on a plane, whether it has to get on a bus, no matter what, we don't know. We have no idea. When we send an email, we don't know. Nobody, you don't know. You don't know what's happening between the technology that's moving that. You don't know, but you assume. When you send a text, people will get in their feelings when somebody got the text. You don't know if they got the text. You just assume they did. You don't question it. So it's a lot of things that we come in contact with by way of the life experience that we don't know how it happens. You don't really know how your car works. You push a button or you put a key in and you go. Put it in drive, go. Put gas in it, but you don't really know. The average person, we know some people, but the average person don't know what's happening with the gas, where it's going, what is that setting off, how does that move, the transmission, boom, boom, boom. That we don't know. You trust. You have faith. You have faith when you go and get your tires changed. Do you know if it's safe to drive on? You assume. You assume that the people who took the tires off, they put them back on correct. Don't you? You got to have faith to be in this world. You got faith in something. Everybody got faith in something. Everybody got faith in something. It's not an issue of faith. We were trying to, yeah, I'm trying to see. Oh, all the little dicks coming in. Everybody look, everybody look. The little dicks want some, the little pink dicks want some attention. Everybody look. Look. Yeah. Sad. Is that, listen, they struggling out here. We send love to all those that are in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? We know they ain't got nothing to lay up against because they online playing. That's what they doing. That's what they doing on, what time is it? Midnight. That's what they doing. Sad. I hope life works better for you. I hope you can do more in your life than jack off and be a disruption. Oh, okay, I see. You know what, Elise? You know what? We're not. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna act like I didn't see that. When I like I didn't see that, man. All right, so let's see. Do you like Earl Nightingale's approach, The Strangest Secret? Yeah, I like Earl, and yeah, in general, I don't remember like all of I don't remember all. It's been a while since I've listened to his stuff, but I do like his stuff. Appreciate you, Elliot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That that's what I'm saying. Little dick energy. Just just creating multiple accounts. That's okay. That's okay. We love it. We love all of it. We appreciate all engagement, friend. We love all of it. Come over. Come on over to the dark side. Yes. Yes. Appreciate you, Diamond. I ain't even. I sometimes I be disappointed with myself. I'm telling you. That sometimes I be disappointed in myself. That it's like I can't even pull out any of my shit talking because I just don't care. People who live an amazing life. What is there to be banging with? What do we care about? Nothing. When you living the life you want to live, there is no bother. And that's what bothers people. Right? That's the shit that bothers people. Yeah, I thought Lisa was going to bed. Let's see. Anyway, my battery about to go dead anyway. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see. It must be what's that song? What's that old school song? Who sang that? Freaks come out at night. Wait, what? Okay, I can't keep up. I did figure out something that I don't know if I can do it from the phone. So the settings on my phone and the settings on the desktop are different. But there is, I thought I turned it on. Um, let me see if I can highlight. Oh, I ain't mean to do that. I don't know. I'll look at it later. Let me know what you think about the book. I gotta head out. Appreciate you. Um, yeah, I'll check it out. Never stop, never, my friend, never. Well, we're just getting started. Yeah, we're just getting started. So, anyway, that was our good word for tonight, my friend. Cast your net again. Whatever you got going on, whatever you're doing, gotta look again, despite what it looks like, despite what hasn't been working. You can always tell a new story. That's the thing about being in a tough spot, being in a reality you don't want, or under conditions you don't want. Can't nobody stop you from telling anything you want to tell. What I do is leave my battery going dead. Even though now that I done took my now that I've taken my oh, that was on 0. My mic out, I could charge it up, but we will leave it there. We will reconvene tomorrow, okay? What's up with you, Richard? We will reconvene tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you, Ray Ray, for my super chat. I appreciate you. Appreciate your videos. My pleasure, my friend. Yeah, thank you, Sharon. Sharon just summed it up. You can always tell a new story. You can always tell a new story. I'm gonna tell you, it's all you. When you feel like you ain't got nothing else, that's all you got. You can be in hell. You can be in what feels like impossible situations. You're gonna have to turn to you as all you got. Your voice is all you got. When you feel like everybody else, nobody is listening to you, you must listen to you. When you feel like the circumstances is getting to be too much, that you don't see no way out, no matter how many ways you try to spin it, what else do you have? Your mind. You must start to tell yourself, I could never be stuck. There's always an option. There's always a way out. There's always something else. There's another way to look at this. Let me look again. I know I ain't stuck. I know this shit can't define me. It can't. It can't. It can't, no matter what it looks like. You can always tell yourself that. I've had it. Them 3 words, I've had enough. I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this life. And I think what will be a saving grace to a lot of people who I personally know who stuck is to change course. It's the fact that people think they can't just change their mind. You can just start over. Just do something different. Tina, hey, my friend. Love it when you get off, when I get off work and you're live. Yes, yes. Good to see you, my friend. That's all you have. At least there you go. There you go. At least such a hater. Any other time, her ass will be gone. Anytime that I stay long, her ass gets gone and be falling asleep. Any other time. Now I'm about to go. Now she want to talk big shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, you need to go get your rest. Because we're going to do this tomorrow. We're going to do our regular tomorrow. Okay? Now, what was I saying? Many of our parents are stuck. Not because they're stuck, but because they believe they're stuck. They believe that whatever they have is just what it is. Their mind is locked. At some point in their life, based on certain experiences, their mind became locked. That's them. They didn't have the thoughts you have. They never questioned. Like, to get mad at, it's really silly when you think about it, when you get mad that your family doesn't think the way you think or doesn't see things the way you think, because it's for you. You the glitch. You the glitch in your family. It's you. It's not for them to see. Maybe they will at some point, maybe they won't. Who cares? It came to you. So the discontentment that you have with life, the first indicator that you must do something about it is when you notice it. There's nothing worse than being, what was that saying I used to say? See, I gotta try to remember my own shit. There's no greater agony than watching yourself live beneath your potential. See, I didn't say it's no greater agony than living beneath your potential, but watching yourself, meaning many people live beneath their potential all their life. But once you become aware of it, oh, it's going to drive you insane. Oh, it's going to drive you insane. You're going to have to do something about it. It's something seeking expression through you. It's something saying, remember When you get sick of working a regular job or struggling with money, there's something in you that's saying, remember that you are all abundant. Remember that you're not limited. Remember that money is abundant. Remember that money is easy. Remember, money is your birthright. Now, your aunt, your uncle, your mother, father, grandfather, their perspective is like, what's the big deal? You got a good government job. What you made? 50K a year? That's way more than we made. You should be satisfied with that. But your mind says, get out of here. That's why it's for you to do. You have to take that. That's a seed. That's the father. The father drops the seed. It's an abundance of ideas and new possibilities be swimming in your mind. The nudges, this is why we say lean into what resonates, because that's an indicator of what you dialed in on. You got to see it through, though. You got to take that seed, put it in some soil, because you can drop the seed. I used to do that all the time. In my parents' house, we eat watermelon, throw the seeds out. No watermelon ever grew. We threw hundreds of seeds out. Just throwing seeds. That's what random thoughts are. They're just seeds. They're just seeds flying around. You don't put them in soil, it doesn't matter. They blow away, they dry up, whatever. You got to put it in ground. And that's you accepting, yes, saying first, yes. You know what? That's what I had to do. Because I didn't want to do none of this shit here. I'm just being honest. I didn't want to do none of this shit here. I was like, get somebody else to do it. I'm going to work from behind the scenes. That's my preference. Nope. But I don't want to. Nope. Nope. That's not good enough. Nope. No, it called me. I said no. But in me saying no, I created more attention. I created more aggravation. I created more suffering. So my aha was, maybe I'm doing what's unnatural. Maybe me not stepping into position is me doing what's unnatural to me. Maybe me getting in position. Maybe I gotta step forward. I don't want to, but maybe I have to, because not doing so is causing too much suffering. Aha, message. Appreciate you, Christopher. Yeah, bars. Seneca said, we suffer more in imagination than reality. Facts. Facts. Is what's going to do it to you every time. And that's why we hone our awareness. Because the more I'm aware of my mind running all over the place, when I see a headline that's telling me that people are getting sick, what do I allow my mind to do with that? Do I allow it to just swim off into the abyss and, oh God, this is another one. This is the big one. I hope I don't get sick. I can't afford to take no days off work. I don't even have no paid time. You have control over your mind, or don't you? Yeah, random thoughts, just seeds flying around. They don't mean anything until you make them mean something. So if it's seeds that you like, then plant them. You grab them. You bring them right. You're like, I like that. Yeah, ooh, I can do whatever I want. I can make a shit ton of money and I ain't got to work like a dog. I like that. Seed, plant. And then once I plant that sucker, I'm going to tend to it. I'm going to water that baby. I'm going to fertilize it. You understand me? I'm going to check on it. I'm going to see about it. I'm going to reinforce that thing over and over and over and over again. Huh? Over and over and over again. That's how I'm putting it in that soil and I'm bringing it to life. I've decided that's a yes for me. The rest of the crap that I don't like, it doesn't mean anything. I let it keep blowing. Whatever. Appreciate you, Master. Oh, got him. Well, that was a good one. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I'm being called to use my voice, but I'm scary. Yeah, most of us are. Most of us are. Just move closer to whatever speaks to you. Whatever that is. I just jumped here, trust me. I just moved closer. I just started inching. Started inching. Had a lot of stories going on though. I had a lot of tussling. I did a lot of fighting. I think the more you develop your logical mind, especially by way of like that, what do you call it? That survival's mind. I think you build so much of, I think that's building the logical side of things. It has to be. It has to be. It becomes a little bit more difficult for you to just accept it because you ask questions, 1,000 fucking questions. How is this supposed to work? I don't know about that. I don't know. Is this a good time? Am I really the one? Is that really necessary? I don't know. Am I ready? I don't know. Well, I still don't feel sufficient enough. Why are people gonna want to listen to me? Who am I to speak on this? Am I qualified? Am I da 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 da? You just decide. You keep casting the net. Casting it again. Casting it again. Casting it again. Yeah, you know I know it. I know it. I think that's what some people get twisted. I'm speaking from my own personal experience. I ain't really trying to tell you what to do. I don't know what you need to do. I'm just telling you what I've had to do. What I've had to do, right? And at a certain point, you're gonna be able to run no more. And you can gauge that. Gauge, like, how you feel. Just ask yourself that. And auntie, that don't even bother me. I am my auntie, so like, that's what I need to do. Yeah, only losers vote. The hell I look like? The hell I look like being the universe, playing some voting game. Get out of here, that bullshit. Huh? Get out of here. You think this is Clowns R Us or something? You do it. That's what you get off on. I'm playing on the internet. So yeah, I don't know what you need to do, but you know what you need to do. That's the good news. That's the good news. You know what you need to do. At a certain point, I think you will wear yourself down. Even if you have developed a very strong mind, you'll beat that hoe down until it can't it can't do nothing else but surrender. You just say, I've had enough. I've had enough of living like this. I've had enough of suffering. I've had enough of not getting what I want. I've had enough of being miserable. I'm just going to choose happy. I'm going to just put myself out there. That's another part, right? Like the fear of, like people say they don't care. You do care. You care. You care. You care. You get to a point where you stop caring. I don't care if it looks like this or look like that. It's just, I'm going to do what's true to me. I'm going to let the chips fall where they may. What got me started, I said I have to do this. You always know when a person is a writer, they have to write. Before they have anybody to read, before they have anybody that will buy a book, they must write. A person who's a singer, they must sing. A person who is a chef, they must cook. They're cooking all the time. They're doing different recipes. These are things they have to do. A person who must love, they're going to love whether they have a significant other or not. So this was for me. The early stages. That first day I was in my car. Scared. Don't nobody in there with me. I'm scared. All right? Just me and my phone. That first podcast. I don't know why I'm nervous. Again, there's nobody. And this is why you have to talk to yourself. It's interesting. It's what's the word? it's good to know when you're not comfortable with yourself. That's what it exposed for me. Anyway, the way that I could be sitting in a car with myself and be nervous, it's like, wow, I feel unfamiliar to me. Even though I know I was recording it, but it still was a sense of anxiousness. So I just got decided I got to do this because I must, because I'm busting at the seams. Like I must. The sun must shine. And I think people are suffering because they are light, dimming themselves. You must shine. And the longer you don't, the more you suffocate yourself. What made me start my channel? Um, Kind of some of the same. I started the podcast because I didn't want to be on video. First of all, I didn't like talking. I definitely didn't like talking publicly. So the podcast was something I could do. I didn't have to do my face. I didn't have to worry about being seen. I could just voice. That was easier, right? And the channel was about me taking that further. Like, okay, that was good. You did that. You've gotten comfortable with that. My early stages was you got to do at least 100 episodes before you can critique yourself. You have to do 100. And I don't know how many. I definitely didn't do that in a year because I wasn't doing it that often to start with. I might have was I doing it once a week? It still wasn't. I don't know if it took me 2 3 years, 2 years maybe to get to 100 episodes, but that was what I told myself. That kept me from trying to analyze how it sounds, is it right, and then I couldn't edit anything because that would. I know if I start. First of all, I didn't like listening to my voice playback, so I was like, if you hear this, you're not gonna want to post it, right? Or you're gonna want to try to chop it up or edit it or nope. Record, post, go. So once I'd done that enough, I was like, okay, now. Because I knew there's always a part of you that knows when you're hiding. There's always a part of you that knows when it's almost a cope between what you really want to do, need to do, versus what you're actually doing. So yeah, that was I think the channel, I think according to I think it says I started in 2014, I think. The old video is probably still up. I was gonna take it down, but then I was like, nope. Because you need to see how things begin. You need to see how things evolve. So I don't like it. I went to go look at it and I ended up muting it like, ugh. Right? See, judging yourself. That's what that is judging yourself. Let me see what it says. Oh no, it's the wrong one. Yeah, October 2014. And I did that, I think, it was early one morning, I think. I got up. Because I just felt like I needed to do it. And all of this started, Project Rook started from me turning my life around, getting my health together, and starting to see how that was the door to opening up my mind, which helped me get out of religion, would help me start to get better results in other areas. So I was like, man, I think if people knew how simple this was, if people knew how you could start with what you put in your mouth and it'll transform and can transform all the other areas of your life, I'm like, yo, I think my people might want to know this, that reversing illness is simple. That it really is simple. Like, yo. So that's what the project of Rook started to be. Like, yo, let me just tell you about my experience. Let me tell you how I was locked into the same level of thinking as most people. Coming up through the church as most people. Well, not most people, but a lot of people. And this is how I came out of it. This is how I saved myself, my health, and everything else. Yeah, Sharon, we've been here for a minute. We've been here. There have been So whatever it looks like now, whoever is coming on now is gonna look like, yo, boom. Like it's just been this all of a sudden, low, we've been in it. We've been in it. This is what you do, and I've left and I've gotten distracted with other things. I have had moments of feeling sorry for myself, frustration, judging why you ain't this and you need to be doing this and all that crap. But yet here we are. I will never lose. I will never lose, baby. Sharon said she was at that crusty job. Appreciate you, Speedy. Thanks for my star. Yeah, back early stages. All the homies, Twitter, Hotep Nation, and Hotep Dudes, and Hotep Jesus. Well, he wasn't Hotep Jesus at the time. Some others, Tanai Ricks, who's now PhD. It was a nice little group that we had over on Twitter. Jesus died so that I can live. Jesus. He was spreading the gospel. Yeah, yeah. It's all good though. We all encounter what we need to encounter when we need to encounter it. Everything is right on time, never late. So once I got out of that frame of mind of judging myself and you should have been and look how much time and you still haven't done this or that and whatever. I remember loving y'all talks during the pandemic. Yeah, me and Tanai, yeah. Oh, we was on the big TV. That's so funny. Yeah, we were dropping game early stages of pandemic saying, "Yo, this is a trap. Don't fall for it. Listen, do not take that thing. Do not believe the nonsense. They're fudging numbers. They're doing this. They're doing that." We were dropping the game early. I think the first interview I had, even on Hotel Jesus channel, I know we did an interview. We did like 3. So I know we did one 2021, 2022. I'm trying to think, did we do one? I think when it first started, like the end. Or was that when I did my first webinar? They took it down on Facebook. I mean, up here on YouTube. And it was pretty good. Like it wasn't even that out there. It was just kind of stating the facts of what was going on. But I want to say we did either I did or we did the end of 2020. Yeah, we was on it. And by the time people started figuring out, they was like, why you stop talking about it? Nigga, I talked about it for almost 3 years. There's nothing else to say. Then in the inner circle, we went even deeper with it. We drew the parallels between COVID and HIV. And listen, if you want to know, you'll know. That's the thing. Appreciate you, Sharon. Yeah, so everything has been good. Everything has been perfect. I will not use my mind. I've continued to get better. I've continued to evolve. I'm going to continue to evolve. And this is why you have to take what I'm saying as a suggestion. Maybe you can get with it, maybe you can't. But don't put me on the pedestal, put yourself on the pedestal. I might come back tomorrow. I'll be saying some totally different shit. I'll be like, actually, after further review, my eyes have opened even more. This is the way I see it now. I don't know, but I'm checking everything that I do. Like, but what if? But what about that? But says who? Is it just as simple as you have no limits? You are all power. The end. Is it as simple as that? All right, then what about this? Constant it's like a refinement process. clearing up. Like, oh, you know what? I don't think I'd say it that way anymore. I don't think I like to say it that way anymore. I think I see it better this way. It's not about taking what somebody else says. You take it and apply it in your own words, in your own mind, through your own lens, and you decide, you know what? This is what I see. This is what it looks like to me. This is what makes sense to me. This is what I tried. This is what I got. This is what I noticed. That's the best way. That's the best way. I went down another rabbit hole. It was an underground journalist you used to follow. Forgot his name, but I bought his stuff during that time. I used to go through your following. Is that the guy that just died? The white dude? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I used to find a lot of good pages. John, yeah, Rappaport, I think his name is. I think his mind kind of like, he started to go a little bit too obsessive for me with all of that. So I started to kind of, I think I muted him. But I used to find a lot of good pages through people's likes. Like, I wasn't trying to find what people was liking. It's like, if it was people that I respected and I liked their content, I could usually find other good pages through who they were liking. So, and then I think at the time, Twitter would show you what people were liking too. I think that's what it was. And so you could automatically see it. Yeah, Rappaport or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, he got a little too, so you can't, what did Nietzsche say? Don't be sure that you don't look too long into the abyss, that it swallows you in. You can't stay into the dark. You can't stay into the misery and then once I realized the G that I am, it's like, why? I don't even care about all the details. They ain't got nothing to do with me. And I'm not going to spend my time occupying my mind with nonsense and with facts that I don't want to experience, with a reality that I don't want to experience. So I'm not going to continue to be looking for, oh, they working on this. They got this new shit going on in the lab. They about to drop this. I'm going to stay in a state of mind. I don't care what you drop. It's going to be good. So, anyway, that's our good word for tonight, my friends. I'm Rook the Great. Yes, it is I. It is I. It is I. I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. Yeah. I'm just that good. But I'm the best, which also means you the best, because I only attract the best. Yes, I get what I want when I want, how I want it. That's just how it works, huh? Always tapped in, always turned on. Never a sucker to this world. Never. I don't bend to the world bends to me. Huh? I'm the light and the dark. I'm all of it. I'm not banging with life. I love it all. I'm here to play. I'm here to get what I want. That's who I am. Rook the Great, baby. Your greatest inspiration. Huh? Shout out to Teddy P. Figure out who you are. That's what matters most. I appreciate when you share, right? You tell people about Rook the Great. I do appreciate that. But what's most important is you sharing who you are. Who are you? What's important to you? What is it that you can't live without? Think about that tonight before you go to sleep. What is it that I can't live without? What is it that I gotta have? I gotta have it. I got to have it. I'm not going without it. That's what you have to ask yourself. What is it that I'm not going without? I must know what it is to experience true love. I must know what it is to experience exceptional health. I must know what it is to see how far my body can go, how far my mind can go, how far my spirit can go. My pronouns is God, bad bitch, the greatest, your mama. Yeah. That's all. Peace.